Hi. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right on time. Okay, okay. I can't see anyone here. Oh. People are sending me messages that they are here, but I can't. I can't see. Can't see. I can't see. I can't see. Let me just send a quick reminder to everyone. But I tell me that they are here. Me, I can't see you. If you are here, just say hi in the comment section. If you're here, just say hi in the comment section. Okay, okay, I can see that you're coming. You guys are coming. Let me know that you're there. Let me know that you're there. I don't know if it's bright enough, if you can see me. Please stay patient. Please stay patient. Usually this takes a couple of minutes, for I think some people's devices will be loading. So just stay a little patient. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Somebody say hi. Aha. But I can see you guys, but I can't see your comments. Please, if you want to put comments, please put them in the chat. You'll see a chat section where it says group chat, or enter your chat message or link here. Okay, I can see people are joining. Yay. Please let me know that you're there. I'm not talking to myself. Oh, hey, I don't want to talk to myself, please. With all these live streams, it's very easy for you to just be talking to yourself. Please, I don't want to talk to myself, I beg. And if you can see me clearly, please let me know that you can see me clearly as well. Just say yay if you're there, so I know that everything is fine. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Please don't mind me. I'm just using this one to blow off steam and just buy a bit of time for people to join us. In exactly 1 minute, I'm going to just start. I cannot punish the people that came early. You don't have to wait. You don't have to hate. So I have to start. I have to start regardless. But there is Okay, so can you guys hear me now? I'm really hoping you can hear me now, though. Yay! Ah, thank God. Woo. Wow, that was close. So, hey, now wow.
Yay! Ah, thank God.
Ah,
Wow.
gosh. So I
That was
think the
close.
problem was actually
Hey.
from
Oh, wow. Yay! Ah, thank God.
Okay, okay, okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Wow.
So I think the problem was actually with the laptop. Yeah, so I had to, in fact, I changed laptops 3 times in order to do this. So imagine. Much love, guys. Much love. Thank you so much, Lola, Sheung, Anu. Here is still there somewhere. Thank you so much, guys. Like, thank you so much for sticking around. Like, I can't even believe it. 35 minutes, and you guys stayed. Thank you so much. I don't even want to waste anyone's time anymore. So I'm just trying to get the documents here and get on with it. If you can hear me loud and clear, just say I. Just type it. Just type it in there. Let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. Okay? Just let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Just say I. We're all on the same page and it's time to roll. Yay! Ah, well, never understand. Okay, so I hope you can see me clearly as well. That's super important as well. I need to know that everyone can see me loud and clear. And the screen is bright. I don't look dark or anything. So I'm hoping that this, initially I planned that this was going to go on to about an hour, 30 minutes or two. But I think I'm going to keep it to about 1 hour. I think that will be fine. So hopefully we're able to cover all the content. Hopefully we're able to cover all the content before, so that I don't keep everyone waiting. I'm trying to increase, do as much as possible to increase the brightness and everything. Okay, thanks Anu, thanks Sean. I really appreciate you guys staying. Wow, wow. I'm just trying to pull up the slides on this laptop so that you know same page. Okay. Okay. Great. So I don't know how many people are just watching me for the first time. I don't know how many people are just watching me for the first time. If you are just watching me for the first time, thank you so much for coming on. If you have been following for a while, thank you so much for coming on, guys. So today we're going to be talking about how to find joy. And today, if you can still stay to the end of this masterclass, you are going to see that we're going to have a special offer. A special offer. So please bear with me. I'm trying to check this off and get into it. This whole tech thing, just like Trim a little off, but that's okay. You back, yo. Woohoo. Okay. So yes. Okie dokie. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the masterclass. If you don't know already, my name is Hawa, and I'm the founder of She Writes Woman. I'm also a certified mind and mental health coach. That's one part that a lot of people don't quite know. I think that's because I didn't quite put it out there. I was always coming from a place of experience. You know, I never really put out the fact that, I actually trained to become a mind and mental health coach and all of that. So I guess that's why a lot of people do not know that aspect as well. So that's about that. That's about that. So I just want to welcome you all. So first off, let me just ask a quick question. Let me throw it to everyone. Let me ask a quick question. Let me throw it to everyone. Okay. So, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you haven't joined any of the live master classes before that I've done on Instagram. So I want to ask a quick question. What is joy? And I want you guys to be able to respond to me in the live in the chat section. So what is joy? What is joy to you? Because there's a reason you're here, and there's something you want to take away from this training. So what is joy to you? And the amazing part of this is that there are no right or wrong answers. That's the thing. There are no right, there are no wrong answers. It's just this is what it is. Um, you just tell me what it means to you, and I cannot tell you that that thing that it means to you is wrong because it's the personal thing. It's the personal decision. It is a personal action word for you. So what is joy to you? So let's start with that. What is joy to you? What is joy to you? So put it in the chat section. Let's keep it moving, guys. Let's keep it moving. Okay, so I'm just reading through all the backlog of messages that I had not seen before. Yeah. You guys are too awesome, I beg. You guys stayed for 40 minutes waiting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So please tell me what it is. What is joy to you? Tell me what joy is to you. Welcome to the How to Find Joy Masterclass. What is joy to you? So I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting. What is joy to you? And I want to make this, I don't want to waste too much of it because I'm sure a lot of you have actually, this is like the middle of the day. So some people are either taking break from work or some people actually have earpiece in their ear whilst they are working or something. So this was supposed to be 1 hour to end at 3 o'clock and it's starting now. So I'm hoping that by 3:30 max we're done. I'll give you the offer that I want to give you. My special gift to you guys that are here. Thank you so much for waiting with me. And there is something special for you guys. Lola, Shion, Anu. There is something special. Shakira, if you're there, there's something special for you too. But let me know what is joy to you. So please, guys, I need you guys to really participate. I don't want to talk to myself, and I want to be sure that you guys can actually hear me, just in case there are any tech issues. I know that you're there. So whilst I'm waiting for your answers, I'm just going to do a quick background into, why we're here, why I'm here, facilitating this class, and why you're there, listening to this, the events that have brought me here. I'm just going to give a quick one about She Writes Woman, and it's a movement. I call it a movement. So some people call it different things, but I call it a movement of love, hope, and support for women in particular who live with mental disorders, or giving people solutions, giving people support. So it's love, hope, support. Love, hope, support. Welcome, Tawhida. Welcome, Tawhida. I've seen your name in my Welcome, Tawhida. Thank you so much for joining. So what is joy to you guys? I need your answers in the live chat section, what is joy to you? So Sharon says joy is being at peace with oneself regardless of whatever is going on externally. Sharon, are you sure you have not been watching our live streams on Instagram? Because that definition is very, very close to what we've been talking about since. So Sharon, confess. What is joy to you? So in the 18 months thereabout that I've been running She Writes Woman, it has been really it's been amazing. What I tried to do with She Writes Woman is that I made it like an outlet for me. And what I realized is that a lot of people, a lot of women like me too needed that outlet. So it was me just sharing my story and putting it out there, and a lot of people were connecting with it because it turned out that we're all at the same places, searching for more, trying to understand the hollow feeling inside, or depression, or bipolar, or PTSD. People have been sexually abused, they're still living with some form of trauma, or maybe they thought they got over it, or maybe they did get over it, but somehow you're like 5, 10 years down the line, and you're realizing that you are in cycles. Your whole life is in cycles. So you start something, you do, and you back at square one, and you realize that, oh my gosh, look at me. I woke up and I'm nearly 30 years old, and I can't really quite say, oh, this has been my achievements in life. This is who I am. Have I even lived fully? Have I lived happily? So you want more, or you're trying to understand why it's hollow inside. She won't say she confessed. So that's good. That's good. That's good. So at least it's stuck. I'm glad that that definition of joy stuck with you. So it's being at peace with oneself, regardless of what's going on externally. A lot of people look at joy and they think of happiness. But we had the live stream and we're able to iron it out that it's not the same. That whilst happiness is some form of emotion, joy is a state of mind. You hear that, guys? Joy is a state of mind, regardless of what's happening externally. And that is the state that we all, strive to be in, mental illness or not, everyday life or not, purpose or not. You're trying to constantly be at peace with yourself, at peace with your beliefs, your values, your actions, your behaviors, your emotions, regardless of what is going on. There's always going to be ups and downs, there's always going to be external factors that are trying to swing you left and right. And the problem is that a lot of us are not emotionally grounded to withstand the pressures externally. So what happens is we're constantly reacting. We're constantly on the reacting side, we're just reacting. We can't be resilient. We can't be emotionally intelligent because we're not equipped from the inside out. Most of us it's from the outside in, and that doesn't stand the test of time. You know. So that's that. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. So at this point, um okay. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. How to find joy. Okay. So that's why we're here. And like I said, my name is Hawal Jfo, and yeah, you are here watching this right about now. Um, this is the masterclass that I told you about, and you know, I'm gonna break some things down to you, and then I'm going to introduce you to something at the end of the class. Something that if you do all the right things, you can achieve what it is that the course is set out to do for you. That's what it is. So, how to find joy? How to find joy? Why would you even be wanting to find joy? What is joy to you? How do you want to achieve it? Where is it located? Who are the people that have access? What's the reason? Whew. Thank God. I'm back. I don't know what these people want to do with us, so I don't know. They don't want us to do this thing. That's okay. We're gonna be here. I'm back. Can you guys see me? I don't understand what happened though. Hey God, they don't want us to do this thing today. The people that pushed for 3 o'clock, I'm sure this is their doing. Because they kept saying they wanted 3 o'clock. And 1 o'clock was too early. I'm sure this is it. This is the result now. They said 1 o'clock was too early. I put it for 2 o'clock so that I can be balanced. Now they have done their jazz, and 3 o'clock was still here. Okay, so if you can see me, thank you so much, yo. I don't understand. The code comes on and off. I don't get. I guess I don't know. I really don't know honestly. So please, guys, pardon me with the code. If you can see me and hear me loud and clear, please let me know. Please let me know, okay? Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight into it, right into it, guys, right into it. No need for no need for any more. We have wasted enough time, way too much time. Okay, so I'm starting with this. Okay, so if you can see the shared screen, please let me know. Just say I. Just say I if you can see the shared screen. I want to know. Thank you. Okay, in this place. How do we do it? How do we do it?
Also easier, right?
Yeah.
You need to please yourself.
Talking pretty loud. Or maybe just like about 30 minutes. Hopefully, I don't take too long. Okay, so if you can see, let me know. If you can see it, let me know. If you saw the shared screen, please let me know. Okay, great, 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 great. So let me go back to it. Okay, so let's do this. Thank you so once again. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for sticking with me. Blackouts, tech issues, and all of that. I really appreciate the journey. I really appreciate the commitment to learn from me. I feel very humbled and honored to be the one to put you through all of this. So thank you so much. So yes, my name is Hawa Ojefo, and I will be the one facilitating this today. So let's get to it. So in order for us to wrap this up really quickly, I understand and I value your time. You have taken up so much. You have taken away time to come for this. You have, you know, you've set out a time for yourself. You've decided that you know what, I'm going to do this regardless. So I don't want to waste any more of your time. So as much as possible, please let's get to it. Let's get ready for valuable lessons that are going to be learned here today. Let's turn off all distractions. So if you have your mobile device around you, please put it on silent. Let me do that for mine as well. Please put it on silent. Block all external noise. So if you're in a place where you obviously can't, leave there, or you can't tell people to leave or something, just use earpiece or headphones or something so that you can concentrate. I won't do the entire number of slides. I can't do that anymore. I don't want to keep you all waiting. Um, so, and then also you can pull out a not put actually it's put out a notepad and pen so that you can take notes. Yeah, but what I want us to do today is to ensure that we're here with open minds, and that your mind is open and your spirit is willing. I will tell you something about creating a mindset for learning, and what it does to you, what some things you say would do in your mind. I will tell you why it is important to why mindset, even before you start something, already guarantees you about 95% of the result. Even the rest of it comes from just doing the groundwork. But if you get it right in your mind with regards to learning anything, doing anything, achieving any goal, you are right spot on. You are so spot on it. So pull out a notepad and a pen. Don't feel like, oh, this is not for me, or this does not concern me, or maybe that's not really my problem, and all of that. I want you to be here neutral and plain. I want you to be here fully. I want you to be here whole. I want you to be here not to say that's not for me, it's not for me, but for you to say, what can I get from this? Whatever point I give, you can ask yourself, how is that applying in my life? Rather than saying, oh, I guess it's for somebody else. Maybe she's talking to people who have some XYZ thing. No, I am speaking here to everybody because everything that I have been talking about over the past 1 month, whether it's with the freebie on how to overcome depression, or with this live masterclass on how to find joy, everything is about the theory of success in life. So, regardless of what you are, where you are, who you are, what your diagnosis is, these principles will take you to the next level. I can assure you of that. I've done my own work, so it's for you to put it in. So, let's be serious about it. Let's participate. So, when I throw out a question, please try and participate. That's the only way that your own version of the problem can be addressed. And I know it can be funny because sometimes everybody wants to be in the shadows. You don't want anybody knowing your business and all of that, but it is absolutely important that you share your own. I can guarantee you. See, when I started the helpline in July 2016, the people that were calling shocked me, because I mean it shocked me because of course I have to maintain confidentiality and all of that, because you would think that your best friend has it together. You would think that your mother has it together. You would think that your woman crush Wednesday has it together. But everybody is going through challenges in life. So it is important that you don't assume. It is important that you are fearless about your own problems and you own it. And that's one of the things I'm going to be teaching at the introductory part of Joy at Last course that is going to be launching at the end of this. So let me not get to that yet. So there's going to be a bonus if you stay till the end. There's going to be a very, very amazing, amazing, amazing bonus at the end of this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go through the slides as much as possible. I said I want to wrap this up in 30 minutes. I want to give it to you straight. I want to put it down for you. I don't want you to start overthinking or anything, because that's where you start getting it wrong. I want to give it to you straight. I want to tell you what it is that's holding you back. I want to tell you how to get away from it. I want to tell you how to ground yourself, how to get to the roots of the problems, and how to begin to speak things into your life. So if you stay till the end, there is a bonus that is waiting for you, and you're gonna get it. Okay? So this is me. This is me. And I remember putting a post up last year, and it was a picture of myself. One very nice picture. I should have put a picture. So one very, very lovely picture. And I asked people, when you look at me, what do you see? Do you see my illness? Do you see my illness, or do you see the person? So here I am. I graduated top of my class in uni, a BSc, bachelor's honors. in business administration. I specified in international business. Okay, I specified in international business. Hi, Hawa. So I specified in international business. I graduated with a 4.46 CGPA. So it's very close, very painful stuff that happened that I didn't graduate to the first class. But yeah, I graduated top of my class regardless. Then I went on and I got a double master's degree from one of the prestigious universities in England. And my degree was in investment banking and Islamic finance. So when people look at the work that I do, she writes to man, they keep asking like, oh, like how are you a doctor? Are you a psychiatrist? Are you a psychologist? Like how is it that you stumble here? In actual fact, I have a finance major, investment banking. I don't know. It doesn't get a lot more finance than that. So yes. And I've worked across four industries. I've worked in retail, I've worked in fashion, I've worked in finance, I've worked in event planning industries. And I think, okay, one more actually. I've worked in digital marketing. I guess I still work there anyway. So yes. So and I've traveled alone across three countries. Trust me, I feel like it's a big deal because and it's something I want to do again, if not for more countries. I like it. I There's something about solitude and it has nothing to do with the depression bit that you might be thinking, but I feel like sometimes a lot of us are clouded by a lot of noise around us, so we need a lot of times we need clarity. We need clarity in our journey. We need clarity to be able to focus on what's real and what's not. We need clarity to be able to declutter, to make sense of the noise and everything. So that's professional background. But hey, bad stuff happened. So I was sexually abused multiple times. Like if I start putting years to it, people that know me are gonna be like, "What? But I was in your life then, or we shared a room then, or we're on the same bed during those years. Like, how did I not know that you got sexually abused?" But yes, I did get sexually abused multiple times. One time very early in my life, around 14 years. Another time about 4 years ago. And one about 2 years ago. Yeah, yeah, I did get sexually abused multiple times. I had a near suicide attempt at 23 years. Guys, if you think that's so long ago, it is not. That was last year, actually. I had a near suicide attempt at 23 years last year. I felt it was hopeless. And the thing is, when you talk about suicide attempt, a lot of people think that you are just down for a very long time and then all of a sudden you just feel like, you know what, I've been down for too long. Let me just kill myself. And it didn't happen that way. I promise you, the day before, I was really good. Like when I say I was really good, like nobody would have known that that kind of thing was going to happen the next day. You know, um, it was really terrible. It was really terrible, even for me. It was a very scary experience for me because it was a case of like, I mean, why would I be going through this? Like, how do I make sense of this? So it wasn't more of like, oh, I want to carry on this. This is my plan. It was even something that frightened me in the midst of everything. And it's the reason why I tell a lot of people who I coach or people who call the helpline that see, look, you have to understand something. You have to understand that this thing is not going to come in a way that it's going to go from 0 to 100 very, very, very quickly. I'm telling you, I was fine the day before. When I mean I was fine, I mean, just like you, I knew there was something wrong on the inside. I knew that I felt a bit hollow. I knew that there was this emptiness I'd been carrying for years. I knew there were unresolved experiences and emotions that I needed to sort out. But I felt like, I was going on. I was going on with my life. I was doing things, attending parties, turning up for friends, and all of that. And yet, one day, it all just came rushing, and I nearly took my life. And I was just 23. 23, and you just gave up on life. It almost feels like something to be ashamed of. Like, why would I want to give up on life at 23? But I assure you, it didn't feel like there was any other option. And that's where a lot of people are in their lives. And that's where a lot of people are heading to. That's the scary part. That's where they are heading to. Because you think, oh, that's not me, so nothing to be bothered about. Oh, I don't feel like I'm going to kill myself. Oh, I don't think it's that bad yet. And I'm wondering, like, how bad do you want it to go? Like, I'm not even talking just depression. I'm talking about generally your problems. How bad do you want them to be before you begin to take the bull by the horns and say, you know what, I'm going to do something about this. So yes, that happened to me. Later on, I got diagnosed with bipolar and PTSD. Um, Bipolar is manic depression, so it's like you're swinging between two extreme emotions. One is depression, clinical depression. I had major depression. So it's not that I just had the depression that a lot of people be like, but how can all these things that you're doing affect somebody who is clinically depressed? I was clinically depressed, and I was clinically depressed with psychosis. So I had paranoia, delusions, I had all of that. I was God, if I start narrating, I'm not going to leave here today. And then, of course, the PTSD came from the fact that I had multiple layers of trauma that I needed to resolve as well. So that was that. But fast forward to 2017, and I started attracting joy. And people will begin to wonder, what does joy have to do with, your financial status, changing, your social life changing, your emotional life changing, your interpersonal relationships evolving. But yes, stuff happened to me, and I'm going to be breaking some of them down in this masterclass, and I'm going to be breaking down a lot more in the online course that we're launching for 60 days. So I started attracting joy, and it was an amazing turnaround. Like, it was so amazing. I was like, are you sure these things work? Like, are you sure? Like, I mean, I started getting nominated, I had scholarships, like, phenomenal things. I can't begin to describe to you what was happening on the inside. Confidence like never before, guys. And people even tell me till now, they're like, God, how are you not the same person? And that's one of the things that's going to happen to you. I can assure you, because there are just a couple of things you need to do, just a couple of things that will set the pace for other things. But the thing is, we are busy with those other things and we're not beginning to get frustrated and know that, okay, you know what? I mean, I'm doing these things and this thing's not working. I've tried this and it's not working and all of that. But that's not the way. The things that you need to sort out are very few. I remember in one of my classes when I went to train to be a mind and mental health coach. My coach asked, like, he said, okay, write down all your problems. I can assure you that your problems are not all of us laugh, say, sir, my problems are plenty. I mean, there's a reason why I'm here. I know I'm not just here for myself, I'm here for millions of Nigerian women who are going through something that I'm going through, who are feeling lost and confused, who have low confidence and self-esteem, who look like they are put together on the outside, but on the inside, they have so much they need to sort out. They are trembling on the inside. They have major demons that they need to, sort out. And I'm like, my problems are plenty. He said, okay, write them down. That's how we begin to write. Trying to write number 3. And I realized something really profound. All your problems are linked to some specific things, some fundamental things. So I tell you today, your problems are not up to 5. In fact, I can almost challenge you that your problems are not up to 3. So I can almost challenge you that your problems are not even up to 3. So at this point, let me ask you guys a very, very profound question. Again, guys, let's participate. Let's participate. Let's participate. Okay? Okay. So tell me, how many problems do you have? How many problems do you have, guys? How many problems do you have? Tell me in the comment section. How many problems do you think you have? What are the problems that are stopping you from finding joy, from having that inner state of peace that Cheryl talked about earlier? What are the problems? How many? How many are they really? How many are they really, guys? So tell me in the comment section very quickly. Just put it there. However it comes to you, just put it there. What is stopping you? What are your problems? Are they more than 5? Are they more than 3? Are they more than 1? So tell me, guys. Tell me, what is stopping you? What is stopping you? What is stopping you? Tell me in the comment section very quickly, very quickly. Tell me, what is stopping you? What is stopping you? What are your problems? How many are they? If you don't want to name all of them, just tell me. Just do a quick calculation here. How many problems do I really have? Like, how many? Just put it in the comment section and let me see. Quick. Let's do this. Let's do this. I can't be talking to myself. Oh, I know. Let's do this. What are your problems? How many are they? Answer anyone. If you can say what your problem is, please say what the problem is. If you just if you just know how many they are, then just let me know like, oh, it is my problems are 24 in number. My problems are nobody's problem is 24. I can assure you that problem is 24. So tell me. Nobody's problem is up to 10. Nobody's problem is up to 5. So if you have 7 problems, just put 7 in the comment section. Let me know that you have 7 problems. If you have 5 problems in it, let me know that you have 5 problems. So Toby says marriage, finance, and family issues. 3 problems. Toby, do you know that it is possible that your marriage, your family issues are just one issue? Do you know that it is possible that it is a belief that you are running with that is the reason why your marriage and family have issues? Now, I'm not saying you are the reason why. I'm saying it's a reason why it's an issue. You can have problems. No, everybody has challenges. You can have challenges in life, but they don't become those issues to you, because there are certain beliefs that you can have that would help you sail those challenges. So do you know that it is possible? I see so many clients who come to me, oh, I have this issue with this, I have this issue with this, I have this issue with this. And by the time we drill down, it is all coming from one single belief, which really makes it one issue. So it's not that we'll go into your family issues, go into your finance issues, go into your marriage issues. Sometimes what is holding us back is a single belief, or maybe two, or some values that we hold dear that we've told ourselves we're not going to shake from it. So you begin to ask, do you want to be right, or do you want to live right? It's a matter of, do I want to be correct? Do I want my values to be the one that reigns supreme where I am? Or do I want to have peace of mind? What is the cost of my peace of mind? So we say 5. So what is the cost of my peace of mind? Is it in me holding on to my values or my beliefs? Or is it in me being able and being equipped to go through emotional challenges, the right emotions, the right mindsets to go through things? A lot of times our problems, in fact, one of my teachers believes that at the heart of every matter is a belief. At the heart of every matter is a belief. A belief that something, a belief that you should, a belief that they should, a belief that people should, a belief that I deserve. Those kind of beliefs are the reasons why when some challenges come at us in life, we're not equipped to handle them, because we don't even know the programs that we're running with in our minds. And those programs manifest in the way we can react to things. So that's why sometimes I look at people and they carry some affirmations to heart. Yeah, they type it on their chest. Or some quotes, these like almost like you see them, some quotes on Instagram or something, they hold on to it. And I'm worried because I look at it and I'm like, so what if XYZ situation comes? You can't handle it. You can't handle it because the kind of belief you don't even know, but that belief that you internalized then is what is holding you from overcoming that, is what is making your problem your problem. It is the reason why two people can go through a particular experience and they react differently. Yes, because it's a belief, it's a mindset. Now, a belief is not that it doesn't exist. In contrary, a belief exists, and it exists so much that it begins to alter your biology. Take note, guys, your beliefs alter your biology. I'll say that again so you can really hit home and take a second to really think about it, so that you would realize that what goes in and out of your conscious and subconscious are critical to how and you can't find joy, or how you will find joy, or when you will find joy, or how you will begin to attract the right or wrong things into your life. Your beliefs can alter your biology. Okay, so we're going to get into that. I just wanted to put that out there. So let me move on into the slides. So next thing is, I started attracting joy into my life, and then what began to happen over here, you would see this was when I won the Inspired Women of Worth Possibilities Award of the Year. The truth of the matter is that this thing was so emotional for me because I was coming from a place of, I don't even know how to begin to explain to you. I was coming from a very, very bad place. I mean, you guys think about it. I almost took my life. And here I was with two people that today are like, I say, they are the giants on which I stand. I didn't know them prior to that day. Like I didn't know them. I barely knew them. Let me put it that way. I knew him from just from TV and all of that. And I knew Mrs. O through social media. You know, but I never thought that out of hundreds of women that they've probably been profiling and looking at, will emerge as the possibilities woman of the year. That is a woman who has taken her challenges and is transforming it for others to learn and benefit from it. So that was me in April. This is me at Civic Center. I was giving a talk during the emotional clinic. That was earlier this year. I can't remember what date. This was also in April when She Writes Woman won the Better Prize of the Year. Ace Awards. This award was on my birthday. So this is the JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award, where I was nominated in the category of voluntary services. This is where I was nominated as Nigeria's under 25. That's 25 people under 25. Social entrepreneurship, my work in social entrepreneurship and all. Shape I had in January this year, and this was when I was given a training. It's talk on women inclusion of women and mental health information that is specific to Nigeria on the Wikipedia platform. Law. It was not in any way just random. I always say it is random. Nothing is random. Nothing is okay, guys. At the end of today's, which unfortunately have of time that we've spent, at the end of today, I'm not able to find just to be able to strike a chord in you to know that what, if I can do it, if me how I can do it, and I'm not saying lot of people do not do at all. They are in this their problem. Back. So today I want you at the end of this, you should be able to know. Another thing I want you to know is you need to know how to start with the end in mind. Not from where you are. That future that is so believe in. That is the exact picture I want you to hold in. To know how to that vision that you have, I want you to know what's the right combination of values and beliefs. A lot of us have visions in our mind, but the values and beliefs we have that particular vision. They don't align at all. And the workings of affirmations, how to speak to existence. So this training is for you, and the course that we're launching at the end of this, the program we're launching at the end of this, is for you. If you want more, somebody who is you're hungry, like something disturbing you on the inside. It's not okay. Things can be better. I know things can be better. I want more from this. I want more from things. Maybe I've been told well done, and more. There's something on the inside that tells me more. So you want more from life. Oh, you've been stuck in the same cycle for years. So many years you've been stuck in. You realize you've been stuck in cycles for years. You can actually put a finger to the progress you have really made, because you realize that you can't same one same position every single time. You try different methods, but nothing is working. So they told you to say affirmations. You said affirmations, nothing. They told you to prophesy all your life. You fasted, and you've something. You've maybe you've even done, maybe you're taking medication for something, but still, other ways, there is so much more you need to be doing. In fact, the most basic level of things that you're supposed to be doing are what you're not doing. And if you feel there is something holding you back, maybe you have all unresolved emotions and experiences. Things look good on the surface, but deep inside you feel hollow. Deep inside you feel hollow. Do this too. You can feel in that part of you that is empty. You can feel it void, and you can feel it in with joy, life to the fullest. Okay, so I want to tell you a bit of a story. Gosh, time is going. I want to tell you a bit of a story. But I tell you what happened in the second session. I told her something, and I'm going to share it with you. things happen to us, guys, when things happen to us, it is we don't know, but we draw beliefs and values from those things. We draw beliefs and values from those things. We don't know. But so, for example, when I got sexually abused, I carried a belief with me. First about men. I said, men are terrible people. Men are bad people. Men will do this to you. Men will do that to you, and all of that. But then, that was a belief I drew from it, and it was a wrong belief. It was way too general.
You and all of that.
It was way too general. It was a situation where I was generalizing, and that's what we do when we try situations. We'll just take a belief. So, for example, after that, there's a belief about yourself, and I started telling myself, I am broken. I didn't say that today. My belief is that I am broken, but it's just that I started looking at myself as less than I was prior to when I got abused. I started looking at myself in that way. I felt like, I am broken. I am broken. So what happens is whenever a situation comes and I'm supposed to jump at an opportunity, or I'm given a certain reward or gift or something good, I sabotage it. I was sabotaged because I felt like I was less than it. I didn't deserve it. And that's what a lot of us are living with. We are living with self-sabotaging beliefs, negative beliefs that are holding us back from experiencing joy in life. Because we need to go down to the roots of the issue. What are my beliefs in life? Where are they coming from? When did I form those beliefs? What was the situation? Maybe that belief could have been good for that situation, but now that that situation has passed, is that belief still helping me, or is it limiting me? A lot of us have been limited by the beliefs we got from experiences. That perhaps the belief was a period of time, but after that it wasn't good. A lot of us are running on beliefs we made at 13 years old or 9 years old. At nearly 30, trust me, it cannot be doing any good for you. So I and Fola had to go back to a point where we reassessed her belief. We reassessed her belief system, completely how to the matter. We changed her mindset about things. Then we began with the end in mind. And slowly we started bringing her out. And it was mind blowing for her because like I said, when she came in a very pessimistic state. And it was something else. So I want to ask you guys a question. What is your biggest challenge? Like, put it in a sentence. What is your biggest challenge? What is it that you think that you're not sure if you can get a solution for? Sentence. Make it something that once somebody reads, it's not vague. They understand what you mean. If you're watching, now is the time. What is your biggest challenge? What is your biggest? I've asked these questions in different ways. I've asked this question in different ways. What is your biggest challenge? So this is not, how many problems do you have, like marriage, finance, and family issues? What is your biggest? Now, the challenge I'm talking about is the one that you can solve. What is it that because you can't say you have a problem and you don't believe that there's a part of that problem that you can solve. Because there is a part of the problem that you can solve. The part that guarantees you peace of mind. From you. So, what is your biggest challenge? And I'll be waiting for you in the live chat section. Put it in the live chat section and let me know what is your biggest problem. Okay? So let's go back. Let's go back to it. So while I'm waiting for you to tell me your biggest challenge, I want you to look at some of the biggest limiting beliefs I have come across. This some of the biggest limiting beliefs, and I put it in red because I want to show you that it is danger. So dangerous for you to hold on to these kind of limiting beliefs. It's very, very dangerous. And then somebody will say something like, maybe this is how things are meant to be for me. And yes, there are ways that things are meant to be. But you don't conclude that things are meant to be a certain way without finding out whether there is an alternative. So what I find a lot of people doing is they do nothing because they believe this is how things are meant to be. This is how things, no matter your level of spirituality, no matter your level of what religion you are, there is nothing that does there is nothing that says that you just sit down and fold your arms and help withdraw. At the end of the day, things maybe these are things, this is how things are meant to be, but you do not wake up just wearing a red t-shirt or carrying a black handbag. You made a choice, and that is how things became. So I want you to understand the part of this that is within your control. I want you to understand that there is, in fact, a huge portion of it is within your control. But then you keep saying, maybe this is how things are meant to be. So you know what happens when you say such a thing? I'm going to get to it in a minute. But realize that this is not how things are meant to be. You have significant control over how things turn out. The other thing that I hear a lot is, that's how I am. Darling, nobody was made to be miserable. Nobody was made to be confused to a certain way that you can't change. Everything is learned behavior. You know how I know that? Aside all the training and all of that and the scientifically backed things, I don't want to quote things for you, but what I want to let you is take a newborn baby and ask yourself, if you put the baby in the situation that you are in, will you react? Would the baby say, that's how I am? If you notice, little, when I mean little kids less than 1 year, 6 months, thereabout, they're like sponges. They're constantly evolving. They are the most emotionally intelligent creatures, babies, because they adapt very, very quickly. And that is how we are. We are constantly changing. So you don't assume a fixed position in life and say, that's how I am. You don't just sit down and say, I'm an introvert. That's how I am. No, you are an introvert in this moment because of because that's the summation of the things you had done that led you to this moment. But if you change the things you do from now over the next 3 months, you will become another thing. Who you are is who you are in this moment. It doesn't guarantee who you are in the next, who you will be in the next moment. So that's how I am. Is one of the biggest self-limiting, self-sabotaging, negative beliefs that a lot of people have with regards to finding joy. You can find joy and it can happen to anybody. There is no, that's how I am with my problems and beliefs and my challenges and my drawbacks and setbacks. And no, there is nothing like that's how I am. You are only a summation of the actions, the thoughts, the emotions, the beliefs, the values that you have incorporated into yourself over time and the experiences. You can begin to have new values, new beliefs, new emotions, new experiences that will transform you into another person. They say it is the most flexible. So, no, that's not how you are. The other thing I hear a lot of people say is, there's nothing with me. A lot of people will say, there is nothing wrong with me. Hmm, hmm, hmm. There is nothing wrong with me. Okay. And it might be a good statement all by itself. But this statement, most often than not, when I hear it, it is about, it's about denial. Denial is what you give people. Denial is what you put up because you want to please an external factor, whether it's a person, whether it's a situation, whether it's a public appearance, whether it's a personal, whatever, something that you have attached greater value and importance to other than yourself. Because if you knew that you were number one in all of this, there will be no opportunity for you to be in denial. So there's nothing wrong with me is a statement of denial. If not, you wouldn't be here watching this. There is something wrong. So that's why you need a solution. There is something wrong. So that's why you need a change. You want to see somebody has done it. So how did you do it? It is not by denial. In fact, it is by embracing it and damning whatever anyone says. It is because you are still at a point where you have put other people's opinions over your own state of joy. So I'm coming back to what I said earlier. How bad do you want this? How badly do you want this? The other thing that is limiting a lot of people is there's still time. You said there's still time 5 years ago. You said it 3 years ago. In fact, at the beginning of this year, you made a resolution. And now you're still here. And you want to make the same mistake you've been making, saying there is still time. There's no time. There is no time. I want you to know that there is a sense of urgency in all of this. There is no time. There is no time for you to sit down and people are moving on and you're still there because with every time you delay is even more weight on you because you keep looking at people and you're wondering to yourself, people are moving forward, I'm not. She's doing it, I am not doing it. See where I am. And it is keeping you down. The very action or the very statement that the very belief that you're having that there's still time is what is even still keeping you down and magnifying your problems. That you think there is time. There is no time. With every minute and second that you spend unhappy, you spend hollow, you spend in your cycles, you spend in your self-limiting, sabotaging negative beliefs, you spend stuck in your past, you spend in a lack of self-confidence and self-esteem. With every single minute that you are there, it's a minute you could have been living in joy, in complete state of mind, a settled, content state of mind with confidence. You could have started attracting things into your life financially, emotionally, interpersonal relationship wise. You could have had so much more. Imagine if you had started addressing your problems the very first time you said you wanted to address it. Tell me, would you be here? So no, I don't want you still relating with all the sympathetic quotes and posts that we put up on our pages. I don't want that to be you. Yes, there are people who are always going to be at that stage in life, but I don't want you to be in that stage all the time. I want you to move. It's time for us to bring in other people and say, okay, you know what? I know you're here. There's hope for this or this stage. Come with us. And then we'll move them again. I'm bringing a new set of people into a level of hope. But it is time for you to stop saying wasting time. Hey, I can't do it. I can't do it. Now, let me tell you, I said something about how your belief affects your biology. Let me tell you what happens to your bodily systems. And I'm trying so that you can begin to picture your internal system, your lungs, your digestive system, your respiratory system, your everything on the inside. When you say can't, I can't do it, do you know what happens? Automatically, and I'm telling you this because it's scientifically proven, automatically your system, your mind shuts down every possibility, every the creative juice that could have brought out more options. Your mind shuts it down. I can't do it. I can't find joy. I can't. This situation is too hard. I can't do it. Guys, it is shutting down. So you know what's happening? Even when there is an opportunity for you to be in that state, you can't see it. You can't see the opportunities. You can't see solutions. You are only seeing problems because you have deliberately shut it down. So your mind can't think. That is one of the ways that your beliefs affect your biology. I have seen people who, by the very belief of I can't do something, I am not that person, I don't want to be, those people have started manifesting illnesses because of a belief that came from I can't. I I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Guys, don't shut your system down. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by saying you can't do something, or you can't achieve joy, or you can't be the best, or you can't live life to the fullest, or you can't be the next Nobel laureate, or you can't be the best, fashion designer, or you can't be the best pharmacist, or you can't be the best PR person, or the best lawyer, or anything. You want to live so much more. You are here because there is so much more you want out of life. Can't should never be in your dictionary. Even if you are telling me about your problems and you want to say the opposite, oh, maybe you're in a state of depression, say, I don't want to be in it. Don't say don't. Don't say don't. And I'm going to get to that in a bit. because your mind works in a very, very delicate way, okay? So first of all, I want us to start with something. I want us to start with the end in mind. I want us to start with the end in mind. And I'm going to throw a question to you right about now. What is the vision for your life? What is that picture? This is one of the exercises that we're going to be doing much later. I'm going to go really deeper into what all this means in the class, in the actual course. So start with the end in mind. Start with the end in mind. What did you see? Notice, guys, if you notice, everything that I am putting here is in past tense. It's in past tense because your mind does not know the difference between simulation and reality. If you can conceive it in your mind strongly with all the principles intact, if you can conceive it without a hint of doubt, with so much doggedness and zeal, with so much clarity of that vision and picture, it has happened already to your mind. It has already begun to happen. Your mind does not know the difference, guys. Your mind does not know the difference. So you start with the end in mind. So when you do it, it's an exercise I tell my clients all the time. You close your eyes. Separate yourself from everybody. Go to a quiet place. Be quiet and ask yourself, where do I want to be in the next 10 years? When I'm 50, what should I have achieved? You go into that picture. Make it clear. Where were you in that picture? When you come out of it, you have to ask yourself, what did you see? Where were you? Who was with you? What were you wearing? What were people saying to you? What were people saying about you? There's so many more questions that will talk. It is a way to clarify it for the mind. Like I said, the mind does not know the difference between simulation and reality. So when that has happened and you have a picture, usually I will get a picture. My clients will get a picture, and we will begin to use that picture as in your vision board. That will be your vision. It and you will be able, we will keep coming back to it, because I am telling you this because I have seen it happen for me. I wasn't on a diet, but every day, subconsciously, because I had my goal, my vision board right in front of me every single day when I wake up. I mean, you just continue life. You don't think you're even your mind is processing things, but your mind is taking in over how many 32,000 bits of information, but it can only process between what? How many? Just about double digits. You don't even know what your mind is taking in every day. But if you surround yourself with your vision, you make it clear. It is the clarity is too much. As in, you know what you saw, you know what you smelled, and you bring a picture to it. You go online, you look for a picture that triggers that emotion. You can put it there. You can put it in this box. You can put it there. You can paste it in your room. You can see it every single day when you wake up. And guys, it is not a joke because I've seen it happen, and it has happened to me. I didn't make a plan to lose weight. But because I had vision for all 12 areas of my life, I had a picture that came to mind every time I thought about my weight. I found myself losing 9 kg in 3 months. I was not trying to lose weight at all. But you know what was happening? In my subconscious, because I had engraved a very clear picture, I now realized in retrospect that, oh, no, come to think of it, oh, I just find myself not eating some certain things. I'm not eating past a certain time. Or by the time I try to eat, I'm already full. Because it all happens in your mind. That is where it happens. Nowhere else. Okay? So starting with the end in mind and not where you are is how to get yourself right. Is how to is how to achieve your goal. Is how to attract joy into your life. It is not by looking at, oh, what is around me? How can I continue to make that whole? Or how can I begin to work with it? But it is in starting with the end in mind. Okay? Guys, if you have anything that is jumping out at you, anything that's making sense at you, if you can still hear me, if I'm still making sense to you, put your aha moment in the comment section. Put your suggestions, your comments, put your challenges, put everything in the comment section, and I'll come back to it. And how is it that you can make this vision very clear? A lot of times when we think about smart, we think about our career, we think about business. I think those are the areas that we think about a lot. Some life goals. When we're setting goals for joy, we're setting our own personal goals, we forget that we have to also make it smart. We have to make it specific. That's why I'm asking you, who was there? Where were you? I go as far as asking my clients, what can you smell in that place? Because you need to ingrain these things there. You need to anchor. You need to anchor your mind, your memory, your senses to that picture in every single way that you can. So whether it's visually, auditory, whether it's in sense of touch or anything, you need to do all of that in order to make it a smart goal. Goal is not something that I need to break down because everybody has been going through like what smart goals are and everything. So is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it achievable? Is it realistic? Is it realistic and is it time bound? Now I'm going to tell you something about smart goals. Whether you believe you can do it or not, you are right. Whether you believe you can do it or not, you are right. Is your vision smart? The mistake a lot of people do is that they make this thing abstractly, just at the top of my mind. Okay, I've looked at it and I've seen it. They'll just talk and say, yeah, that's my goal. Have you carried a pen to paper? When you want to start a business, you see all you have to go through. When you're trying to say, oh, set up your accounting, do your business plan. A lot of people even hire and pay people to do like 50 pages of business plan for them and know what is it about your vision. How much work have you put into your vision so that you can make it smart? Let the vision be clear to you. Something about vision and why you are where you are and why you haven't found joy. It is because you have this vision. I mean, who doesn't like good stuff? You have this vision in you. And in order for you to get to this vision, there are some things that have to work hand in hand. Your values and beliefs have to align to make your vision happen. Your vision doesn't just happen abstractly. So what you're doing when you're setting that vision, when you're done with it, you can there are many ways you can do it. And one of the ways is that you can ask yourself, who is the person that I'm trying to be like in life? Who is the person that inspires my vision? And trust me, there is always somebody who inspires your vision. Because we are beings that like models. Whether it's somebody in your scripture, whether it's somebody in the Bible, whether it's somebody in your Quran, whether it's somebody like um I don't know, Barack Obama or Michelle Obama or Oprah Winfrey or something. There is somebody that when you look at your vision, somehow when you look for a face of your vision, your mind goes to somebody. So ask yourself who that person is. Then I want you to go and do your research on the values and beliefs that that person has, what their values in life are. You will now begin to understand why a lot of people mimic success in order to be successful. In order to be successful, some people will tell you all you really need to do is to replicate what successful people are doing. But the thing is, we take their vision and we run with our values and beliefs. It can't work. It's not aligned. So I ask you, if it is Jesus that is the vision of or the life of Jesus or something, or it's a famous barista, or it's a famous lawyer, or it's in somebody, or it's a Yellen, the Fed president, the Fed, that's the Federal Reserve of U.S. president, or if it is the British Prime Minister Theresa May, or it is Malala, or it is or even a Nigerian, maybe Mo Abudu, maybe Mrs. Udo Okonjo, who are your models? What is your vision? What values do you need to have in order to get to the vision? So you can't have a vision abstractly. Your values must tie in with your beliefs,
in order for you to get there. Now, the problem is some of us, a lot of us are running on, I mean, everybody's already is running on existing beliefs. So your beliefs are things that you have told yourself over time. Your beliefs are things and statements that you have told yourself over time. Your beliefs are things. You see, Hamza, Latifa says she's even reading a book on how to write a business plan. Imagine, we read books on that, but somehow we forget to read books, or we forget to put in handy information on how to attract joy into our lives. So it's not just about reading the book. We're also looking at, oh, how do we implement? We spend so much time on all those other things, but the very thing that drives our lives, the very thing that causes our careers to stall, our businesses to stall, our happiness to be sabotaged, our networks to fall, interpersonal relationships to die, and all of that, the very things are the things that we forget. So we begin to wonder, why am I having issues in my career? Oh, don't worry, my issue is not with joy, it's with my career. And they begin to, and I wonder, I'm like, what exactly do you think drives your career? What exactly do you think drives your business? What exactly do you think drives your marriage, your finances, your interpersonal relationship, your health? What exactly do you think drives it? It is your state of mind, your state of being. So you have to assess yourself, ask yourself, what are my top beliefs? What are those top things that I say to myself? For some people, it is, so for example, for me, as at the time when I did my training, there are some beliefs I used to say. So I used to say things like, I am broken. I had to really reflect, and it took me a bit of time to be honest with myself. So this thing is a self-exercise, and you have to be honest. It's not for you to defend to anybody. You have to be honest with yourself. What are the beliefs that I'm running with? For me, it was um, I am broken. That was one belief. Another belief was um, all men want to take advantage of me. That's what I used to say. So guess what? Even when I had a boss that was a man, I would act up around him for no reason. And even him, what's wrong with this girl? I don't say anything, I don't do anything. Why are you just lashing out? They give you small work and then you are just lashing out. I realized that because there was a belief inside of me. So I realized that every time I found myself around men, or in a situation where a man is my counterpart or a partner or anything, I would lash out. I would sabotage the situation. I would avoid it at all costs. Imagine if it was a man that I had to go for a contract with or something. I would do anything possible to not go there. And that is exactly what is wrong with a lot of us. Some of the beliefs that we're running with are sabotaging us from getting to the next level in life. So you highlight all your beliefs, you highlight them, positive or negative, or put them there, five of each, put it down. Then your values. Your values are the things that you hold supreme, your own truth, not anybody's truth, your own truth. So some of my like let me even give some more examples of my beliefs. So some of my beliefs were after every difficulty comes ease. You see, where did I get that belief from? From the Quran. That's a belief I'd internalized. A lot of us are running from beliefs that we got from Instagram, or from a story we read in the newspaper, or belief from an experience we had early on in life. So dig deep. What are your top five positive beliefs and your top five negative beliefs? Then what are your values? What are the things that you hold most supreme to you? For me, number one for me is legacy. I don't know how to explain it. And to be different for you. For you, it could be family. So what then happens to somebody like you is that whenever a situation comes where you have to either choose between a particular situation or your family, or a circumstance in your family, you find yourself very upset if you have to make such a decision. Or you don't even think twice, even when it wouldn't hurt your family, that you should choose, the other alternative in that particular situation, for a limited period of time. You will still do that. Maybe, for example, you have a job that demands that you work to 7 p.m. You knew that was the industry, but 7 p.m. is quite moderate. Maybe you leave 1 hour away from your workplace or 30 minutes away from your workplace. But you find out that because you're not with your family, you are angry. You are angry because of that, because you value family and family time. Or if anything is taking you away from your family, you lash out. For me, my values were legacy, positive impact. I want to live a life that people will look up to and say, because of you, I was able to do this. And when you have some people, their value is money. It's not, see, just put it down for yourself. Nobody's here to mark you right or wrong. For some people, it is financial freedom. So whatever they are doing, if it is not making them financially free, go job, they are not doing it. Or they find that their mind is not just there. So ask yourself your values and your beliefs. And then go and see that vision. The people who have attained that vision, what are the values and beliefs they had? And ask yourself, does it align? Which do you have to change? Do you have to change your vision to match your values? Or do you have to change your values to match your vision? You have to change your beliefs to match your values. You have to change your beliefs to match your vision, or do you have to change your vision to match your beliefs? But you have to drill down and you have to do this. Now, it is important that you say it right. It is important that you say things right when you want joy into your life. Don't say, I don't want sadness. Say, I want joy. And if you have gone through the principle of visualization that I spoke about, when you're setting the goal, when you are able to meditate and bring a picture to mind, in fact, you will take it a step further and you will say, I had joy. You say it in the past tense. You know why? Because it already happened. Remember what I said about remember what I said about the fact that the mind cannot process simulations and reality. Remember what I said about it? Remember what I said about it? That is why you're speaking into your life and things aren't happening. Don't say don't. Don't say can't. Say it as you want it to be. Don't say, I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to be confused. I don't want. What is the positive of that negative? I don't want to be depressed. I want joy. When you're writing it, you put it in the past tense because you should have already, you are trying to affirm it. But in order for you to affirm it, you have to anchor it to some things in your visions. That's where your visualization comes in. You affirm it, you visualize it. So you have to do that. You have to ensure that your affirmations are anchored. Remember what I said on what you need to anchor it on? You need to anchor it on a picture, a visual picture. You need to anchor it on auditory. So what are you hearing in that vision? What are they saying to you? What are you hearing in the distance? Were you in the market when you entered into that vision? Did you find yourself in the marketplace? What were you looking at? What were you smelling? Who was around you? Anchor it on things. That is how to affirm, firm, to make it strong, to ingrain it into your mind. You don't just affirm one thing with your mouth and your mind is thinking another thing entirely. That is not the way to affirm. So, guys, are you feeling positive about this? Are you feeling positive? Are you feeling that you can begin to put pen to paper and solve this and finally begin to attract joy into your life? Are you feeling positive about it, guys? Are you feeling positive? Are you feeling positive? Are you feeling positive, guys? Talk to me, talk to me, tell me in the chat section. I'm not alone here. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Are you feeling positive? Are you feeling positive? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. This is really good. Okay, so Latifa said this is really good. This is really good. I'm happy I could still join this. Reading a book on how to write business plan too. Last says I didn't hear anything. Can I watch later somewhere? So yes, the replay is going to be available for 48 hours, and that's when the offer is going to end. But Lola, I think you should just stay so that you can see what the rest of the class is about. We're wrapping up in a bit, and my special offer is going to be here. So Sharon says she's feeling really positive. So if you're feeling really positive about this, please say yes in the comment section. Just say yes. Type it in caps. Yes, Y-E-S. Yes, I'm feeling really positive about it. Yes, this is giving me clarity. Yes, this is like a finally moment. Like this is a finally like, oh my gosh, This makes so much sense. This is the reason why I've been stuck. This is the reason why I haven't been able to move on. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Yes, Sharon is saying yes. Sharon. Woo! Latifat. Yes, yes, yes. If you're feeling positive about this, please say yes. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm still waiting for more yeses. 8 of us are here. We should be able to at least say yes each. We'll say plenty yes, Sha. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Is it a yes? I've had a lot to do with myself now. Yes, you have so much to do with yourself now. You have so much to do. And I'm going to equip you. You don't have to do trial and error anymore. I have gone before you. God, I believe that God has given me my experiences, regardless of how bad they have been or how extreme they have been. I believe that God has given me my experiences so that people don't have to go through the exact things that I went through. People don't have to, because I realized that I've been living with everything I've lived for over 10 years. I had been stumbling and struggling and getting myself into all the wrong situations for 10 freaking years, guys. 10 years. For you, you may think, no, 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 that can't be my case and all. But when you drill down, you realize that the beliefs that are limiting you now are things that you formed in your teenage years or things that you formed in your childhood. Guys, I have gone before you. Allow me to equip you so that you know that you can do. And if I can do it, remember I said I almost took my life. And if I can do it, you can do it too. You can do it too. And imagine if you didn't even, it's not like you have the, maybe you don't have depression, maybe you don't have bipolar or paranoia or delusions or all those other things. Imagine how much easier it will be for you. I still had a lot of deeply rooted emotional issues to overcome. That's why it's but I have been able to sit with the best minds when I studied and I shrunk everything together. And I said, can you imagine? I have seen people state, and this is me that used to say, maybe with all my depression and everything, maybe this is all my life is ever going to amount to. Maybe I'm just going to have to manage this. Maybe I'm just going to have to wing it. I'll be okay. I mean, that was how I used to be. But now I am in a position where I can tell you, you can do it. I have seen people's states change like this with the right professional, with the right person equipped to take you on the journey, with the right mindset from you. Your state can change like this. I am telling you this, and it's not that I am giving you too much hope. It is that I want you to expand the hope in your mind. Remember what I said. It starts and finishes in your mind. It starts and it ends in your mind, nowhere else. See, God has given us a mind that is vast. It has no limitations. There's no, that's it. A lot of us have blocks in our minds because there are issues that our mind that has is trying to protect us from. So we need to shatter those blocks. And I will teach you how to do it in the course. There are a lot of us have tried things and somehow it's still not working. Don't worry, I understand. And you can do it. You can do it. Like Latifat has said, I can do it. I want you to put it in the comment section. If you're watching, put it in the comment section. I can do it. Put an exclamation mark at the end. Put it in caps letters. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Remember, we are not using any negative words. There is no can't, there is no don't, there's no what if, there is no anything. Because contrary to what you believe, it's not your fears that stop you from, it's not your fear that makes you prepared for adversity. No. It is equipping your mind with unlimited amount of positivity that makes you equipped for something. So you're about to start, maybe you want to come on this 60-day program and you're thinking, what if I don't? What if I can't? What if I this? What if I that? It is not that fear that makes you that helps you to make a better decision. No. You may think it has worked for you in the past that if not that I thought about that thing, maybe I would have entered a bad situation. No. It is not that. In fact, it is that fear that attracted that thing that you were scared of. Your fears attract to you. So that thing that you are worried of, don't you ever wonder that it is the thing that you are worried about having that you end up having? It is that same thing that you fear that ends up happening. Don't you ever wonder? There's a science and there's an art to it. And all of this I'm going to do in the course. Yes, 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 I can see it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Shakira, finally, you found the live chat. Yay! I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And that is what's going to happen to you. You can do it. In fact, by the time you finish bringing your picture to mind and you all have anchored your affirmation on those on those on those elements of the pictures, those sub modalities, like the people you saw, what you the people you saw, what you heard them say, what they're saying about you, what you smelled, what you heard, what you saw with your eyes, what was the setting. When you anchor all of these things, you should begin to say, I did it. That is ultimately how to make it happen. I did it. Let me tell you a brief story about how I achieved some of the things that happened in my life. And what I want you to take from this is not that, God doesn't have a role to play here. In fact, what I want to tell you is that God has every role to play. Because that is to tell you that there is a seat of God in you that you are not utilizing. There is a seat, there is a seat of God in you that you are not utilizing. It is that this early this year, I used to say a particular prayer, and you can call it an affirmation because they kind of work very similarly. And I used to say things like, I would, in the course, I'll tell you everything I used to say. In fact, I'll give you the sheet and you plug it in and it will become your affirmation, your own personalized affirmation. And I used to say some statements like, I stood before kings and queens. This was at a time, beginning of this year, where yes, to a good extent, I was still a bit suicidal. I used to say, I stood before kings and queens. I used to say, I was honored. I was honored before hundreds and before thousands. I used to say, God, arise for me, an army of kings and queens that will get me to where I need to be. Do you hear the language that I am speaking? I was speaking in the past tense. I was speaking as if it had already happened. I stood before kings and queens. You know what happened when I started getting all my awards, nominations, and I started getting privileged to sitting amongst some of the people that I had for the longest time, aspired to sit in their midst and learn from them and have them call me up. I said, "Oh, Hawa, I think I need you to come to my office. There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Do you know what it is?" I just came back from Abuja last weekend. I was at a symposium where the Senate president was the special advisor to the president of Nigeria, where he was on media affairs, minister of health. Guys, I stood before kings and queens. Please tell me, is that not a manifestation of the affirmation that I had said earlier this year? Hmm. I tell you this because there is a science and there is an art to it. So, in case you're feeling it's all spiritual, it's not about you. There is a science and there is an art to attracting the things you want in your life. If I'm making sense to you, say wow. Say wow. Put it in the comment section. Say wow. Let me know that it is hitting you in the right place. Let me know that it is making sense to you. Let me know that you are on the same page and it's looking good to you. Like, oh my God, this is making sense and this could be me. Okay. Let me hear. Sharon is saying, wow. Yes, it is hitting Sharon in all the right places. Wow, wow, wow. It is hitting Sharon in all the right places. Wow, wow, wow. How did that happen? How did that happen? How did that happen? How? Wow. Hmm? Wow. Shakira too is saying, wow. You know, so are you ready for a solution? Are you ready for a step by step guide on how to take you from where you are to where you want to be? Joy at last. Are you ready for me to present this solution to you? Are you ready? Are you ready? Say yes. Say yes, say yes, say yes. Let me know that you're there. Let me know that you're there. Because if you say no, well, I'm happy to stop. I'll just thank you for being here. But I know that is not you. I know that you will not keep saying there's still time. I know that's not you anymore. I know that now you're realizing that you know what I need to do this. I need to keep moving on. I need to start I need to start changing my life. I need to start taking things into control. I need to start taking control of things around me. I need this. I need this. This is it. Yes, 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 yes. So guys, let me share with you what this is. I know it's not easy. I know that this time is very limited. I know that, we can't just solve all the problems here. So that is why I've created this. And I've sat down with some of the best minds in Nigeria to do this, to work with their principles, to rub their minds, for them to look at it. In fact, I'll be having some of them on the course to come and talk to us. Hey, gosh, you guys. I'll be having some of them on the course coming to talk to us about it. You know, are you ready for the solution? Okay, okay, okay. Let's get into it. Let's see if we can wrap up in 15 minutes. Here is where it is. So I'm telling you, another year is coming to an end, and you are still stuck in the same cycle you have been in for years. For years, and you are still stuck. You are still stuck. Okay? You are still stuck. You are still stuck. Don't let this be you. Another year is coming to an end. And you promised you were going to do something about this feeling of emptiness you have inside. And yet nothing has happened. Nothing has worked. You want to make progress, but something is holding you back. You are still stuck. You know that there is something about maybe your past, or maybe now that you've watched this masterclass, you're thinking some of the beliefs that you are running with, maybe they are not serving you well. Some of the values that you have, maybe they are not serving you well. So you are still stuck in some past memories and emotions. And even if you look so put together on the outside, on the inside, you are still suffering from low self-esteem and self-confidence. You are craving something deeper. There's an inner chaos that needs to be calmed, and you know that there is something that just isn't right. But for how long are you going to keep managing, winging it? You are still saying there's still time, there's time. There's nothing wrong with me, John. Don't worry. You are not serving anybody right. It is only yourself that you are doing. When will you sort yourself out and start living the life you once dreamed of? When would you sort yourself out? Joy at last. Find hope, take control, and feel alive again. So, Joy at Last is a 60-day online program that will take you through finding hope, taking control, and feeling alive again. You will finally get to the root of the matter. You will understand the circumstances that have led you where you are and why they were necessary in getting you to where you are. You will learn that. You will learn to envision and attract the exact picture of your ideal life in your mind. You will reassess your values and beliefs in order to get you to that picture, that vision. You will break down self limiting and self sabotaging beliefs and values that are holding you back. When all that is done, you will understand how to truly speak your dreams into existence. You understand the science and the art, so that when you're doing it and you're formulating it, when I give you the script, you will know how to impute the formula. You will know what should be going through your mind when you're saying certain things, using tried and tested fundamentals of affirmations and visualizations, whilst understanding the laws of joy. Because you can be applying those things, but at some point you may get upset when you see that the thing is not coming in. When you see that picture, it's like, what is this now? I've been praying this prayer since. It's not happening. I'm doing the right thing. I'm affirming. I'm visualizing, but it's not happening. Maybe you don't understand the laws of joy. What are those things that joy works with? How is it a joy operates? You have to understand how this guy operates so that you know how to align yourself with him. And there's so much more that I'm going to take you through in this course. And this course will take you to the roots of the problems. It will break you free and it will transform you. This is not even about hype, guys. Look, I have put in so much work over a really long time. It would go over 6 modules, 6 modules, over 18 lessons, over 18 lessons, over 18 lessons, over 18 classes. You will have audio classes, videos, you have worksheets, you have scripts. Yes, scripts, exact things that work. I will give it to you. Your own is to plug and play. Scripts, you will have scripts. You will have a private community of people that are just like you, cheering you on, sharing their own stories. You'll be learning from them. Oh, that's how she did it. Oh, that's how I'm getting it wrong. Okay, that's how I'm gonna do it. Assignments, guys. I've put in this work not because of myself. I genuinely have your best interest at heart because I genuinely know what it feels like to be stuck. I mean, to want to take your life. Come on. No, I've been there, I've been in worse places, and I don't want you to get there. I want to equip you, regardless of whether you feel, oh, I'm clinically depressed. My situation is a psychiatric situation. And I am not saying this is a replacement. I am telling you that this is a necessary addition. I am telling you that this is a necessary because I know for a fact because I saw a psychiatrist. And regardless of everything that I was doing, some things were still missing. I was taking medication and all of that, but it wasn't. At some point, there is still more. There is still an emptiness that you need to fill. You still don't have life tools to go on. So I'm going to take you through 6 concrete modules, audio, videos, worksheets, scripts, private community, assignments, over 18 classes. I'm going to break it down to you guys. Don't need to feel overwhelmed. I got your back. I don't want you to get comfortable in your pain, that you forget that joy is still an option. I don't want you to get comfortable in that way. I don't want you to think that, well, this is all my life is going to amount to. Well, maybe this is how things are. Well, not everybody can. No, 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 no. Anybody can think it, but I don't want it to be you. You never get so comfortable in your pain that you forget that joy is still an option. So this is who I am. So my name is Hawan, I'm founder of She Writes Woman, and I'm also a certified mind and mental health coach. I started She Writes Woman 2 months after I nearly took my own life at 23 years. And even though I had a double master's degree, a lot of people look at all these things and they'll say, but you had a good life going for you. I had a double master's degree in investment banking and Islamic finance. I had a very well-paying job. I felt paralyzed. I felt hopeless, that my life was a burden to others, that it just didn't amount to anything. I was diagnosed with bipolar, manic depression, post-traumatic stress, and perhaps just like you, it just felt like all my dreams were crashing down. My life is ever going to amount to. I did what I was told. I took my meds, I did therapy, and they said I should be positive. So I tried. And I found out that I was just manager. I was getting better at being mediocre. That's what it was. I was getting better at being mediocre. Everything I never wanted for my life. I found the fear of just an ordinary life, a normal life, just normal. Normal to me sounds very ordinary. And that was like my biggest fear in life. It sounded so mediocre. Like, that's exactly what I didn't want to do, to manage things and just be normal. So for about a year, that's exactly how I was. But fast forward to 2017, and I bounced back. I took my life from from nearly taking my life to 4 award nominations, 3 scholarships, 3 mentorships, and it keeps getting better. I keep that affirmation and prayer that I said in the beginning of the year keeps manifesting. I'm standing before kings and queens. God is arising an army. I will tell you all about it. I will tell you how these affirmations work. I will break it down to you when you come on the course. It didn't happen by accident. My life transformed because I took intentional, 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 and intentional and intentional and deliberate steps that set off a ripple of events. I went to study under some of the best minds in Africa, and I became a certified coach. So I'm not just armed with knowledge, I'm armed with competence and experience. I am armed with competence and experience. See, so the benefits of this program is that you will identify the real issues holding you back in life. You have a clear picture of the life you really want. You will live life without limitations of your mind and body. A lot of us will think, it's not my body. I'm just tired. No, 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 it's all in the mind, and it's not in the mind. As in, the mind is not a place, or it doesn't exist. It's in the mind because it exists. It is a place that we have forgotten about. I will tell you the workings of the mind so that you know how to equip yourself to go on, so that your life is limitless, so that you know how to ask and it is given unto you, so that you can start attracting the life you really want. You will become more emotionally intelligent when you know how to implement the laws. Remember what I said in one of my live shows before? Joy commands life. So these are just two testimonials of some of my clients, So what are people saying? Say, I can't believe it. In less than 60 days, I went from confused and frustrated to confident and empowered. I wish I found Hawa earlier. That's Fola. I remember I talked about Fola earlier in this masterclass. That's Fola. Fola came in very pessimistic. You don't even understand. She was so pessimistic. But I mean, she was really pessimistic. But when at the end, our last session was about an hour. I bet you Fola spoke for like 45 minutes, if not 15 minutes, straight giving a testimonial. So, as in, it was. I was like, wow, so this is amazing. She entered confused and frustrated, and she used to say that she didn't deserve anything good in life. Some things had happened to her and all of that. But when she finished, she was like, Hawa, I wish I found you earlier. If not, I won't have been going around in circles thinking, oh, this is nothing, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna be fine, and all. So I have another client who said, I didn't really know what to expect when I took the leap. Anyway, it's 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 so simple yet so deep. If I didn't take this route, I'll probably be someone taking medications for something that got resolved in less than 60 days. In less than these are people that I did for in less than 60 days. And I'm telling you that you can do it in 60 days. So here's the value you get. If you paid someone to help you get the results you are looking for, you will spend at least 590,000 naira every month. And you will do it for more than 4 months. It will cost you 2 million to get someone to guide you to your results every single day for 60 days. And if you went to train to get my qualification just so you can do it, so it will cost you at least 1.2 million and nearly a year of study and competence. Now think about it and see how much you save in time and money. I don't even like to call it money, I just say it's an investment. So here's what it is. So this is the offer that I am giving you today. Between today and the next 48 hours, this is the offer that I am giving you. I want it for the first 10 people that are going to take this course. This is the offer. And I'm going to break it down to you what you get in each of these categories, and so that you will understand the value of this and why you need to make a decision urgently as to whether this is worth it for you. So, in this, in this, we're going to have 6 modules. In the first module, I'm going to tell you how to get the best out of this course. So some people have asked me, what do I need to do? How many hours am I going to need to spend? How long is it going to take? How much time do I need to commit? What if I'm busy? It's all about priorities. But I will let you know how to make the best of this course. I will tell you the mindset of joy. And I'll let you know how to make your vision clear. There's so much more that I haven't told you in this masterclass. And we're going to get, I'll tell you what I call the root leaves analogy and how to make it work for you. And the second module, I'll tell you how to get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem. I'll tell you how to accept the problem. What is your problem costing you? And this is one of the reasons why a lot of people have done nothing about their problem up until now. Because they don't know what their problem is costing them. They don't know what their problem is costing them. And then I'll tell you, now what? Now that you know what your problem is costing you, now what? I'll tell you about something called goal setting for the mind. We set goals for our career, for our businesses. But how about your mind? What are the principles of joy and emotional intelligence? and I'll give you case studies on how to own your peace. I'm going to the root of the issue, but in this case, we need to understand triggers. Because I'm not telling you that once you do this, all the challenges in life are going to go away. Life has challenges, but how is it that it's affecting you differently from how it's affecting other people? So I will tell you how to understand triggers, how to understand relapses, and the kind of mindset to have for them, the tools you need to overcome them. Mindset changes your values, your beliefs, your perception, mind body connection. In fact, I should have called this mind body integration, because the mind and body are one thing. Why you see that you are physically manifesting some things that are happening in your mind, and you begin to ask yourself, why is this happening to me? We're going to go down to that. In module 5, I'm going to take you to how to learn, reflect, and adapt. Remember what I said? The most successful is he who is the most what? He who is the most flexible. Change your life. And module 6 is packed with bonuses. So many bonuses. Guys, the value of this thing is in excess of $8,000. Trust me. We did it. We calculated it, but I was like, I can't give people $8,000. If they had $8,000, I don't know. Like, I don't know whether they will even still have their problems. But I'm giving you this at a fraction of that. So here's how it works. Here's how it works. The program will be hosted on an online school, and you will get a username and a password. And that's where all the resources will be week after week after week. I will take you through. Everything is not just going to be available at once. I will take you through it. After your payment, you will have a receipt. A receipt will be issued to you. Then you'll get a link to join the private Facebook community. It's a private community for only those people who are ready to take the step. The program officially kicks off on November 6th. 2017. And prior to kickoff, you will get your username and password. Here is it again. Here is it again. This is it. For the first 10 people who will take this, and it's going to expire on the 19th. That's in exactly 2 days. And after that, thereafter, for the next 5 days, you're going to get this. And thereafter, up until the 27th, when we close this completely, you're going to get it. So some people might be wondering, like, oh, why do I have to pay for this? Why do I have to do this and all of that? Guys, I have put in a lot of work. I am putting in a lot of work. I am getting a lot of people to come in for this just for you. And remember what I said. If you were to do all of this by yourself, you will be spending nothing less than 2 million naira. And I'm not taking you through 2 million naira. I paid my own price, but I'm giving it to you at a fraction. I'm doing it because there is a mindset. There's something that comes along with your mind when you have made an investment in something. So you have to make an investment in this. It is an investment in yourself. Can you put a price on your sanity? Can you put a price on what your life would be like if you are able to live your purpose and live to the fullest? Can you put a price to that? What price tag are you going to put on it? So in this platinum offer, if you're able to do the first 2 days, you are paying the least, but you're getting the most out of it. You are paying the least and you are getting the most. And this is a limited offer for the first 10 people until October 19th, whichever happens first. So you have the option of paying in two equal installments of 34 825. And with this package, you get lifetime access to this online program. So whether you do it this year, if next year something happens and you feel like you need to refresh yourself with all this information and all this knowledge and competence and all these tools and techniques and principles, you can come back again and you can get lifetime access to the online program. And this lifetime access to this program is valued at $7,200. Yep, guys, it is valued at 7,000. And look at what I am giving you at 69,650, 34,000, and you can pay twice. You get lifetime access to the Facebook community, and this is unlimited value. You have a 90-day access to me in the private Facebook group. 90 days, every single day for 90 days. I am there looking at your assignments. I am there talking to you, encouraging you, dousing all your fears. I am there with you for 90 days, guys. 90 days. Look at that. For how much? These days, if you want to do, this is the average price. 34,825 is about the average price of doing therapy in Nigeria. I'm giving you access to me and all these other values for just this amount. Then you also have, if you go for this platinum, which expires in 2 days, 48 hours, you get a free pass to a future online program that we're doing, which is about getting everything you want and finding your purpose in life. And this is valued at $97. You have a 6 months access to our Transformation 2018 experience, which is like a boot camp, but it's an exclusive community. You have access to our resource library, videos, worksheets, templates, more from different kind of courses and classes, and some of our teachers and coaches and all of that. They are giving us free resources specifically for this. Master classes, you have access to master classes, exclusive templates, audio, a private transformation and accountability community, weekly access to me and other professionals, all valued at $99. That is the 6 months access, you know. Then we have guest trainings. You're going to be invited to guest trainings that are valued at $300. And all of this, I'm only telling you that it comes at this investment. I won't even say it's a cost, it's an investment. At this investment, that is what it is. Then if you pay once, I'm giving you something even extra. I will give you for 6 weeks. I will do weekly check-ins with you personally, one-on-one. I will review your assignments with you. I will review where you are, what is making you confused, what is making you stuck, what is it about your situation you feel like the course is not addressing, and all. I will review it for you every week for 6 weeks. And at the end of everything, I'm gonna have a one coaching session with you to wrap things up. And I'm giving it to you at a mega amount of this. Remember, you have lifetime access to this. But if you're not able to meet this deadline on the 19th, on the 20th, the price will go up and you can still pay twice. But you also still have access to a good number of things. You still have a lifetime access to the course that is valued at $7,200. You still have lifetime access to the Facebook community with unlimited value. You have a 90-day access to me in the private Facebook community, because I understand that maybe not everybody might be able to do it in 60 days. Maybe something might come up for some people, so they will slack. So, some people may fall off, but I'll be there for an extra 30 days just so that, because if I say I'm going to be there for 1 year, you will not do anything. We will still be here next year talking the same thing. So I'm doing that for you. And again, if you pay it once, you're gonna get I'm gonna do a personalized thing for you. I'm going to personally review and check in with you every week for 6 weeks. And I'm gonna have a private one-on-one coaching with you. See the value of all these things that I am giving you for a very, very, very small amount. And say at the end of it, you're still not able to, maybe for whatever reason, maybe your salary is coming in late, maybe you don't have where to borrow from and all. But honestly speaking, I do believe that if something is of utmost importance to you, you will get creative. I do believe that. It has happened to me. And man, my creative juices were flowing, you know. But I understand that some people might even see this late. Some people may make up their minds late, but it's still here. Even though it looks like it's at a higher price, I'm telling you that I'm giving you can pay it in 3 installments instead, because I understand that it's pretty high here. You can pay it in 3 installments instead, but even the 3 installments brings it down to about 40,000, every month. You can do that, and you still get the lifetime access to this. You may not get the access to the future course. You may not get 6 months access like the others, and all, but you still get all of this, and the value is still very, very high. And again, if you pay once, you can still upgrade to get a personalized review and check-ins for 6 weeks. You can get one-on-one private coaching. You can get one-on-one private coaching. And I will just personally put you through. And if you're having questions in your mind, if you have questions, just put them in the comment section. But I'm going to ask some of the questions that a lot of people are asking or have asked me. And don't let these questions stop you, okay? Don't let these questions stop you. So say, how much time do I need to dedicate to get results? So you will have to decide that by your own self. But just ensure that whatever you decide, you keep up with it consistently. Consistently. So for me, it was a case of dedicating 30 minutes every single day. 30 minutes, guys, that's a small. A lot of us do nothing in 30 minutes. I'm telling you, the key to your life, dedicate 30 minutes to it every day. That's all. But whatever it is that you choose, just dedicate something to it consistently every single day. Don't make it too big, like 2 hours. that you will not be able to do it or it will be overwhelming. No. If your own is 20 minutes, say 20 minutes and let it be 20 minutes every single day. Something not entirely in your comfort zone, not entirely in panic mode, but in a stretch. Something that will pull you out just a little bit. So that is one of the questions I've gotten. How much time do I need to dedicate to get results? Another thing is, how will I get lessons? So there will be lessons that will be up once a week. An email will be sent to you to notify you, that lessons are up. And you will go to the online school. That is a membership platform where you will use your username and your password, and you will get in there. And you will be able to access your lessons. At the end of every lesson, there's going to be an assignment which you're going to post on the Facebook community. That's how it works. So when does the program start? The program officially starts on November 6th. Will I still be able to pay after 27th when it closes? No, you will not be able to pay. Unfortunately, not. The cart will close at that time. The reason I am doing this is because I know that you have been saying you're going to make a change for a long time. And if I don't give you a deadline, you're going to keep saying this till next year, this time when we're relaunching this course. You are still going to be saying it. So, next question is, if I can't make the deadline, when next will I be able to take this program? It is this same time next year. It is the same time next year. Once we close the cart on the 27th, that's it. So next year, this same time. I'm sorry, but I can't. I can't keep it there. If I feel like I will be doing you a big disservice if I made you so comfortable where you are that you don't have a sense of urgency. I want you to have a sense of urgency about this. I want you to act fast. I want you to do it afraid. I want you to be worried, and yet you will still do it. Because that's where all the great things come from. They come from a place of uncertainty, and you can do it. So it says the next question is, what if I can't achieve the results in 60 days? Because you're wondering, like, if I make this investment, what now happens if in 60 days it can't happen? If you follow the classes closely, guys, I'm telling you that I've broken everything down for you. If you follow the classes closely, you do your assignments, you post them on the Facebook, you watch your lessons, you participate in the private community, you will get results. I understand that something might come up or some things might happen, maybe with work, maybe with the children, with your family, and all of that. So that's why I will be staying in the Facebook community for an extra 30 days, making it 90 days, just in case anything happens. I am there for you. So, guys, to take action. This is the time to take action. I will be doing you a big disservice if I didn't put a deadline to this. If I didn't say take action now, if I continue talking from now and all you do is you listen to my words, you feel inspired, but then there's no follow up, there's no follow through. You don't follow up, you don't follow through. If you're feeling excited, please say yes in the comment section. Let me know that this is looking good to you. Just put joy at last there. Let me know that this is looking good. If you have any questions you want to ask me now, please ask me. Let me know what is bugging you. Let me know if there is anything that you need clarification about. Let me know if there are questions that you need to ask. Let me know whether there's something holding you back. What is holding you back? What is holding you back? Tell me in the comment section. Tell me in the comment section what is holding you back. Before I wrap up, what is holding you back? Is holding you back. Are you ready? Are you ready for Transformation 2018? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Transformation 2015? Are you ready? So Latifa says, the cost though, well, you have to ask yourself, how badly do you want it? What has this cost you? What has where you are cost you? And what is the solution? Priority. That's the truth. If something is important to you, you will get it. If something is important to you, You will find a way, you will get creative. You know, if something is important to you, you will get it. There has to be a sense of urgency. There has to be a sense of urgency. You have to want it bad enough. You have to want this bad enough, guys. You have to want this bad enough. It is for you. I am doing this for you. There's so much value I'm giving you. I'm gonna be bringing a lot of people coming in here for you. So I have to do this. And so for me, this is the end of it. And if you have any other questions, you're gonna receive an email anyway. You're gonna receive an email with everything broken down. You receive an email with everything broken down, and you know, I will explain to you. I will douse all your fears. I will walk you through. You just have to ask yourself, do you want this bad enough? Is this for me? How long do I want this? If you feel like it's something for next year, if you feel like it's something for now, but this, take action. If I don't give you these deadlines, if you don't understand the value $1,200 being presented to you, you would not do anything. I have put installments for you to make it easy for you. So if you want to pay in 2 installments, pay. If you want to go with the larger one and pay in 3 installments, do it. Do what's comfortable for you. Do it where you are, but take action. You can listen to me on Instagram, on live streams, and masterclasses, and receive my emails and be empowered. But if you do nothing, nothing changes. I can almost assure you of that. Nothing will change. So Joy at Last is officially open, and you can begin to take action. You can begin to take steps. You can begin to have your own transformation 2018. You can begin to attract the life that you really want. You can begin to rise above. You can begin to get unstuck. You can you can finally live the life that you've always wanted to be. Live out your fullest potential. Live out your fullest potential. So this is where we call it. This is where we call it today. This is going to be available for 48 hours for as long as the offer is available. This is going to be available for 48 hours for as long as the offer is available. 48 hours, guys. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't give you a deadline. It is super important that you work a deadline. If not, you are going to continue making this same decision for many, many, many years to come. So please, 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 thank you. Thank you so much for being with me. I have done my own part, and I hope you can see that I only want the best for you, and I want you to come on this journey with me. I want to help you out. I want to give you results that I've given myself and I've given my clients. I want this for you. So that wraps up today's on. Take action at www.sherightswoman.org/joy-at-last. Joy at last. Joy-at-last. Or you can just go to sherightswoman.org. You will see Joy at Last. You click on it, you go through the page. If you're feeling like it, just do it. Do it afraid. If you feel like you need to ask me questions, shoot me emails. I will answer you personally. I will douse your fears. I will come up with something for you. I will do it for you. So thank you so much, guys. I have taken so much time, and I knew it was going to take about 2 hours. That's why I wanted to start early. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Thank you for staying with me. I hope that you know that you need joy in your life, and I hope that you know that you need to start receiving joy, and it comes as an investment. And this is your opportunity to get that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying with me through the technical issues, through everything. Thank you so much for staying with me. And let's call it a day. Bye.